Hello and welcome back to the Star Season video. It is day 2. It is Aegis Dynamics Day. And truth to be told, this brand is, I think it's the biggest brand in the verse so far in terms of availability, selection, and ship sizes, if I'm not mistaken, right? The biggest of the biggest. It's crazy. And one of the ships that I want, or ship, actually ships, there's a few ships I want from Aegis, but I need to decide, right? And that's tough. Now, before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And also, before we begin, big PSA, you do not need to buy any of this ship with real money. It is all purchasable with in-game currency, except for 2 ships. Unfortunately, this is the only brand, no, not only brand. This is one of the brands that have, I would say, real money locked at the back at the moment. Because there's no way you can buy it with in-game currency. I don't remember, no. And one ship is technically not flight ready anyway. It is presentable, but not flight ready. Actually, two ships. 2 ships, but one is almost there. Now we're gonna move on to the ships. Yeah, enough of delay chit-chatty. So we're gonna start off the Avenger series. We have the Avenger Stalker, this is a bounty hunter. Avenger Titan, this is a freighter, also the best starter ship in the verse. Unfortunately, price increase, not so happy about that. Avenger Titan Renegade, a different skin and a different loadout, but the price is more expensive, 75. Yep. And the Avenger Warlock. Now, out of all these 4 variant, right, Warlock at $85, forgot to say it about the price. The Titan at 60, it is the best of the best of the best starter ship in the verse, right? Easy recommendation, and it's, of course, a lot of people give the nickname Space Penguin, and it's nice. You know what? I love it. I love it. However, for those who are late to the party, yeah, the price, not say the price increased a lot, but it has increased from 50 to 10. No, from 50 to 60, a total of $10 increment throughout the years. I think there's 2 increment, 1 to 55 and then 55 to 60. It's still good. No matter how you see it, even though you're late to the party, it's still good. But the better one to pick up, obviously, is the discounted starter pack, the Alien Soylent ship. Yeah, I kind of messed that up a little bit. No, that one's still good, right? No matter how you see it, the Alien ship, it's still the best pick because it has lifetime insurance and it's discounted. That is the key thing. Although the flight characteristic, people might need to get used to it versus the traditional spaceships. And of course, the next ship on the list for the Avengers series, the Warlock, has an EMP device. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, the strongest EMP, which is good for the price tag, $85, not bad. But would you spend $85 on an Avenger Warlock? I would say no. Not really. I would rather buy this in-game, right? $85, I think I have better place to spend if I really want to spend. If you want to upgrade from the Avenger, let's say you got the Avenger Titan or you got the Soylent, I don't think Soylent you can. Oh, Soylent you can upgrade. Would you upgrade to Avenger Warlock? Answer is still no. You know what? I would not upgrade to Avenger Warlock unless you have another higher tier or more expensive ship to upgrade to. Then, you know what? The Avenger Warlock is a nice step up. Yeah, but I would rather get it in-game, right? Grind it in-game. Next up, we have the Eclipse at $300. This is a stealth bomber, and it's hard to recommend. $300 stealth bomber PV. Yeah, it's for group play. To be honest, it's a group play ship, and $300 you can get way better ship in the Aegis lineup as well if you really want to spend that amount of moolah. And one of them is the Gladius, right? At $90, this is I would say personally, the best light fighter, not because of DPS, but because of versatility. This is one of the most versatile light fighter in the game, to be honest, right? It has the firepower, it has good maneuverability for new players, especially for new players. Of course, in the hands of an ace pilot, any ship will be good, right? But the Gladius is actually not bad. And of course, it is the poster child for Squadron 42. So it will receive any ship upgrade or updates, the Gladius will get it first in general, right? Unless it's a rework, then different story. Next up, we have the Gladius Valayan. Now, this ship is again, like the Avenger Titan Renegade. It is a different loadout. To me, if the only reason why you want to get the Valayan is the whole specific skin, and I forgot to talk about that. The Titan Renegade, it's a whole specific skin. That is the reason why they had this ship, is because this was a pre-skin era. And it is tough. I think I think you can take the skin out. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to take the skin out. I'm not so sure, but this is a whole specific skin, so I would skip, right? Get the base Gladius, because there are much better skins out there if you really want to get into the cosmetic side of spaceship. Yep. Next up, we have the Hammerhead at $725. Now, this is the best of the best, in my opinion, right? If you have a group to play, and if you want maximum pew pew, the Hammerhead is a very good choice. Indeed. At $725, yep, it is a little bit expensive. Now, the question a lot of people ask, right? Would you fly? All right, so we have pilot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 gunners. So would you run 7 ships in the verse flying around versus 1 Hammerhead? That is a very, very good question. In my opinion, I value, actually, to be honest, 7 unique ships. But the difference is, if you have 7 ships, the pilot needs to fly and needs to shoot. So it has 2 tasks to do. Whereas the Hammerhead, it has enough buffer for if you're getting attacked by 7 players, right? It has enough buffer. And at the same time, the gunners just need to shoot. Just need to focus on pew-pewing. And if all of them are ace gunner, usually it's much faster to, not say level up, it's easier to, get used to being a gunner versus piloting and shooting. But I might be horribly wrong. And that's that. Yeah, the Hammerhead. This one I can recommend if you have a group to play with. It's very fun. Next up, we have the Idris P. And this is one of the ships that I want to buy at 1,005. This is a tough ship to begin to consider, let alone recommend. It is tough. It is a mobile base. It is a frigate according to the stats, concept, stock limited. To top it off, it's stock limited. Ugh. And the Idris P does not have its main gun. So this is basically a stripped out version, non-combat. So this combat actually is I will cross it out. It's just a frigate. Yeah, it has pew-pew, but because it doesn't have a main gun, this is a useless ship. In my opinion, this is as good as a pocket carrier or a light carrier and a mobile base, right? Not a combat ship. So that's the reason why 1,005 is a bit hard for me to spend, because it doesn't really have its main weapon or its main combat capability, which is the size 10 railgun. If I'm not mistaken, it's a size 10. Yeah, that thing is crazy. Next up, we have the Javelin at $3,000. It is an easy skip. Not many people can afford this, right? Not many people. And let's see if we can buy it. No. It is a ship that is easily skippable. This ship and the Idris P, easy. Yeah, it's definitely not even for a budget. Even though you are a small roaming gang, the Idris and the Javelin is just not worth buying, in my opinion. Yeah, this is mainly for people who really want to support the development of Star Citizen and is also in a big organization. Yup. Next up, we have the Nautilus. If you want to buy the Idris P and stuff, right, I would recommend maybe grab a Hammerhead and a Nautilus, or maybe grab a Hammerhead and other ships. In fact, I would recommend grab any of the sub $1,000 ship. It is much better. And in this case, the Nautilus is a mine layer and a sweeper. Now, we do not know how the mine laying works at the moment, so I cannot say a lot of things. But this ship is actually very nice. It has size 7 weapon hardpoint, or is it size 8? I need to double check. I think it's a 7. It's a 7. Sadly, it's not pilot control. You need a gunner. So this ship, you need at least 2 players, right? 2 players to play. $725. Is it recommendable? It is in concept. I cannot say anything yet. Next up, we have the Reclaimer, one of the biggest salvaging ship in the game. In fact, the biggest salvaging ship in the game to date. At $400, you know what? If you want to spend big money, yeah, the Reclaimer is actually not bad. It's actually a very nice ship. I love this ship. I want to add it to my fleet, but unfortunately, I have other requirements as well for selecting ships. I will cover this at the end of the event where you can pick up all the ships and then you can make the best decision, right? For me, I'm going to say straight up, I need medical bay. The Reclaimer does not have a medical bay, which is painful, but it's a salvaging ship, $400. Not bad, not bad. Would I recommend this ship? Yeah, I could actually. Next up, we have the Redeemer at $330. This is a combat gunship. Basically, this is the baby hammerhead. It used to be a drop ship before it changed to a gunship. At $330, if you really want a pseudo dropship, actually, the Redeemer is not bad. Yeah, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the Prowler. Yup. But then again, I think you want to go for the more bespoke or more dedicated dropship. In this case, the Redeemer is a skip, in my opinion. Next up, we have the Retaliator. Now, if you want to be in a bomber situation, I would pick up the Retaliator. It is I wouldn't say it's a heavy gunship, right? It is still a gunship. And that's where the Redeemer kind of, fall flat just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Because this is the Retaliator base. Do note, this is the base. That means it doesn't have the Torpedo Bay. Whereas the Torpedo Bay version or the Torpedo version is the Retaliator Bomber at $275. Now, this makes sense. If I were to pick a gunship, I would pick the Retaliator, bar none. If you have friends to play, if you can't afford a Hammerhead, get a Retaliator Bomber or the Retaliator base version, because this ship has modularity or has modularity planned for it. We have not seen it in action yet, so something we have to wait. But this is right now, if you ask me, right? This is right now in the pocket of my fleet. Once the modularity is confirmed, I would recommission back the ship, or rather, I rebuy. Right? I would buy back this ship. Easy. And the price tag might go up when the modularity comes in. The only question is how much, right? Maybe 175, 200. 200 is a bit too much though. 175, I think it's going to be 175. Again, speculation. This is not a confirmed price, and we just have to wait for modularity. Yeah, because the modularity has cargo, torpedo, it has living quarters, so it has a few things planned. That's what I want to see. And at the same time, this ship is sexy. One of the rare ships in the game, or in the verse, that I can say that sexy. And one of them also includes Saber, $170. This is the best dogfighting ship alongside with the Super Hornet. And it has a special upgrade offer, right? Yeah, special upgrade offer for the Saber. Now, the question is, would you pick the Saber or would you pick the Super Hornet? The answer is actually very, how you put it this way? It's a personal choice, because it says here stealth fighter. Right now, stealth means low signature, whereas the Super Hornet has more armor, so stealth, right? So less to detect. No, harder to detect, harder to get locked on versus more armor, depending on what you like, right? Do you like to strike silently or, you know, ambush? Yeah, Saber is not bad. You want to strike hard, stay long in the game, the Super Hornet also very good, has buffer. Both of them are very, very good, in my opinion. And of course, the next one is the Saber Comet 185. This also follows suit to the Titan Renegade and the Gladius Valiant. Is basically just Hall specific skin and a different loadout. Truth to be told, this has horrible loadout. So if you want to really spend, again, $15, nah, there's better skins out there. Again, better skins. Now we're going to move on to the Vanguard series. Now the Vanguard series is the best of the best PvE for a solo pilot. We're going to start off with the Harbinger 290. This is a bomber variant. Vanguard Hoplite, this is a dropship variant. Vanguard Sentinel, this is an it says interdiction, but I'm gonna just call it what it is. It has EMP at $275. And last but not least, the Vanguard Warden, this is the base series at $260. Yeah, personally, right? Personally, if you're gonna spend, for example, like an Eclipse, just grab the Vanguard Sentinel. $275. You will have way more mileage on the Vanguard Sentinel. The Vanguard Warden is also good. Truth to be told. Truth to be told. However, the Vanguard Harbinger, yeah, Harbinger is a niche ship. Like, if you really want a bomber, I would get a Retaliator. I would really get the Retaliator. So that's that for the Vanguard series. Next up, we have the Vulcan. Now, this is a utility ship at $200. This is a utility ship, right? Not for pew pew. Good for group play, and that's about it. Would you pick this up? And solo pilot, normally you won't pick it up. And that's that for the Aegis dynamic lineup. So all in all, not bad, right? Saber, let's see how much we can get it cheaper. 170, 160, not bad. Not bad at all. So, would I recommend any of this ship here? Easy. It's actually very easy to recommend. Avenger Titan, if you are a new player out there, if you are not a new player, most likely you probably have either the Avenger Titan or better, like the Nomad, Consolidated Outland Nomad. Nomad is a much better overall ship. Sure, it's more expensive, but it's the best starter ship. But only for this IAE 2953, I will not recommend the Titan because you get a better ship, which is the Gattac Suilan. Simple. The Avenger Warlock, I would say get it in game, so I would skip. The Gladius, easy recommendation if you want more pew focused ship. The Hammerhead, I would skip. This is mainly for group play, and normally when you have a group to play, you probably have 1 or 2 ships already. The Reclaimer is not a hard recommendation, but it is up there. The next best one, or the best one, if you want to go into salvaging, obviously is the Vulture. The Reclaimer is actually very hard to fly as well, so on one end you kind of need a group play, but personally I like big ships. I like big ships and big ships. Big ships. The Retaliator, easy recommendation. The Retaliator Bomber, if you want to get your modules ready, or if you really want to play as a bomber role in verse, yeah, the Retaliator Bomber is an easy recommendation. Not a hard recommendation. The Saber is the easy recommendation, easy pickup. Plus it has special upgrade offers. Saber Comet, no, skip. Harbinger, skip. Hoplite, skip. Sentinel, I would say consider getting it. If not, see, you don't need to spend on in-game, you don't need to spend money, right? You can use this as an in-game goal post, like, okay, this is the next goal. That's why I can recommend. It's not just for spending, but also in the verse. If you want to spend with real money, not real money, if you want to spend with in-game currency, what's the next ship to upgrade to? That's that. Warden, also easy recommendation. And that's it. Yeah, there's a few ships here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, before I end, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And I'll see you guys in the next Star Citizen video. Yeah, what is the next? Who is the next one? Crusader Industries and Timberland System. All right. Until then, enjoy the game, right? I'll see you in the verse and fly safe. Do note, it is free fly. Well, this whole IAE is a free fly event. If you're on the fence, download the game, check it out, play a little bit, right? At the end of the day, you still can buy a discounted starter pack. In fact, you only need a discounted starter pack to enjoy Star Citizen. Or rather, a starter pack, right? I don't know why I say discounted starter pack. You only need a starter pack. In this case, a discounted starter pack is much better. See ya, my friends.